This is a cannon. If you fire it at a ship, it explodes. This is a Graviton ram railgun. And when fired at a ship, it sends it flying. This is a giant cannon. And if you shoot yourself with it, you explode. Do you see where I'm going with this? What if we had a little ablative piece and we shot ourselves with a Graviton ram? Would we go flying? Holy shit! Holy shit! What? That was... Alright, I'm gonna try to maximize the recoil force. Removing railgun casings allows me more rail draw. Okay, so 200,000 is the max. I'm trying to figure out a way to make this still have the recoil but be harmless. What if it's just a pure EMP and we blast it at something that's 100% EMP proof? Does such a thing exist? Oh, but the kinetic damage is still stupid. Alright, we're docking off the bit of the barrel that we don't need. We don't really need accuracy because I don't really think this is gonna miss. Alright, so I think this is going to immediately disintegrate itself from kinetic damage, but I want to see it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Bro, I got like an apple pie donut. And this... Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Alright. We're trying again. Redesigning. I'm just going to put it on the end of a spin block so I can snake the rubber through the gun. And essentially just not attach it to the side. If you think this is cheating, well, this would just be like doable with real life physics, so I think that's fair. I think it's fair. Anyway, it also says like apple pie flavored donut. It's got like apple pie filling in it, but barely any. Like there's an open chamber running through the donut for pie filling. It like barely coats the walls of the chamber. There's like nothing in it. There we go. I think that was it. Yeah, it's... I just also love things that are like dodgy corporate naming, where it's like apple pie flavored. It's like if you look at Twinkies, they used to be like banana sponge cake with cream filling, which sounds delicious, but now they're like garbage. It's like... It says it has creamy filling. It's not cream, whatever the filling is. Or that like Labubu shit. That food comes from the land of darkness. That sounds bad. Nah, I wanted to say that just because like it's the heart of evil. It has, but like it's Mexican, so it sounds like I'm just calling Mexico the land of darkness. I just wanted to be... Did I say Labubu? I meant Boo-Boo Lubu, not Labubu. Boo-Boo Labubu. Would you rather Boo-Boo Labubu son or Labubu daughter? I'm just gonna make the funny propulsion system. I love how the Graviton ram description's just wrong. The shell will exert a force equal to its unmitigated recoil on the vehicle it hits. Which is not how it works, unless like the recoil uses a different unit from force, because it goes forward. That's not how, like, I'm about to say Newton's third law, but that's actually not Newton's third law. It's like I don't know, the law of I know how to add a vector and two opposite vectors make 0. So if this is applying its recoil force plus the opposite of its recoil force, it should go nowhere. But we clearly go forward. Alright, so this takes about a minute to recharge here. And it takes way longer to reload. But that is not what we need it for. We do not need it because it's consistent. The whole idea is that this is going to be a sneaky submarine that goes under an enemy just to get into position for one massive, like, unbelievably fast thrust forward through the ship. Really, that's enough. We need 600. Actually, this is enough rail charger. We are like way overkill right now. In fact, getting really overkill. We're going to seal this in like solids. We're going to seal this whole drive in solid steel because, well, if one of our like rubber coils breaks and attempts to fire, we dissolve our own ship completely. You know, I just realized something. Rams are cool. Rams look lame as hell. Well, like, the ram looks cool. Look at this. This is a cool thing. This is not cool. This looks lame as shit. Even if you, like, try to, you know, slope it. It's just multiple rams together do not look good. So, why not just, like, create a cool-looking contour, replace it with rams, and then deco the rams to look like the contour? I am cooking something. It smells, I think it's burnt. I think this is dog shit. What the hell did I just make? That's hideous. This is... I like it. I don't know how I'm going to do the bottom, but I like this. Now I just got to replace all of these with, like, faked rams. There we go. Now these are still secretly rams, and then we're going to just use the red paint to make sure we get through every single thing. Alright, so when we're within 30 feet, we blast and just pierce through the ship at warp speed. It's gonna have like a semi-exposed transmission. Okay, actually a completely exposed transmission is actually kind of fire looking. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why the AI did this for me instead of the Google, but I think that's correct. I don't think we need an LLM to do that. I think we just have calculators, but you know, it worked, I guess. Why did I do that instead of just... What the... And then the ever-present rule of submarine design. The bottom doesn't have to look good. Look at the back here. This looks so good. I like the look of this guy. Let's see how well it deals with combat. I really want to see what it does. Kalmar's a bad idea. It has harpoons. Alright, so this thing should be pretty fast. Yeah, it's pretty fast. It's about to be... Oh, the fin's gonna cut out as it gets really close. That's actually cool as hell. I guess it is 70 meters. Shoot. I guess I underestimated it. Alright. Oh, holy fuck! Oh. Holy fuck! Alright, we need to see this thing hit the crossbones, but the biggest tragedy of this project is that the rework of rams has completely neutered this because it no longer actually gives a shit about velocity. It cares about, like, you having maintained a velocity for a while. Oh. Yeah, you see, it sucks because... You see, it like stores it up. It takes a couple seconds. So you can't like flicker it like this. You need it to spend a couple seconds at high velocity for it to do the damage of, full high velocity. Which is really dumb, actually. I was about to say, oh, it makes sense because Rams were OP. Rams were OP, but this was not a good way of nerfing it. That was huge, though. Oh my god, fucking suplex the Kalmar. It's a perfect boarding craft. If boarding craft still fucking worked. Haha, boarding craft still do work. If you just bore a hole straight to their AI. Easy peasy. Don't, no. Their friend. Don't ram into them. I programmed you to not run into friends. Alright. I see potential in these gravity drives. More so, honestly, for instantaneous dodging. Like, way, way better than warp drives. Especially with how limited and expensive and shitty and slow and weak warp drives are. This is way more promising, but I think I'm going to call this project here for now. This was very, very funny to see. I absolutely loved watching this thing just plow through or suplex an entire ship. But really, this will never be useful for ramming unless we can get like a consistent stream. Like if I can have each one fire one after the other, which would be possible. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that. Leave any suggestions you have for other videos in the comments below. This one was actually a particularly persistent suggestion. I wanted to reply to that commenter that I had, in fact, put them on the list of ideas, but I forgot. Sorry. On that note, leave suggestions in my suggestions channel on my Discord, too. I'm much more likely to respond there. I might, actually respond. But, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Take care.